Open it up. I want you to pour a little bit in her glass. Pour a little bit of it in the glass. This is a new man she just met. Stop right there. It's a new man she just met. Says she tired of dealing with that other man. Tired of her having another wife. Tired of him, you know, not seeing me all the time. I deserve better. She went and found another brother. You understand? Same thing goes on with you and this brother here. The initial brother, you knew him from childhood. Now you done had children with the kid. Children, 2 brand new baby boys. Warriors. You understand? Y'all go through hardships too. You understand? You jealous, you don't want him. You want him with you all the time. But you stay with him. And you loyal to him. Pour some more water in the cup. You understand?
Is that another baby or is that another baby to water?
What this brother represents is him. This is him. This is what's in him.
He's putting it in.
Everybody knows, if I could, everybody knows what nourishes a marriage, right? Yeah, I think everybody does. I don't gotta say it, do I? Everybody knows what nourishes a relationship. That's what he's putting in her cup. This sister right here. And once again, this is a social experiment. Understand? This sister here deals with this brother. Say, you know what? This cat always he's a drunk. He's a drunk. You understand? He's always drunk. He's weak. You understand? I got kids. I got things I need to do with myself. You understand? I'm better than this. You understand? I'm better than this. I don't deserve this. So we find this brother here. Open that soul up. You find this brother right here. This brother come in and say he's gonna take care of kids, you understand, and all that, and be nice and gentle and kind and all that. So she said, you know what, I'm gonna deal with this brother. I'm gonna pour a little bit of that Sprite in the cup. There you go.
And that's that bubbly, so you know he's sipping.
This sister right there, this brother right here. Now, this be back to this brother and this sister here. You understand? They enduring. Now we on 5 years strong. You look up on, you Google how long relationships last in the black community. They're almost non-existent. How much relationship lasts. They get into physical arguments too. Little rough housing, yelling, you understand? Y'all from New York. Y'all New York sisters love to yell. And cuss Brooklyn, you understand? Y'all understand? Y'all get to talking out there, you know what I mean? That whole voice. Sometimes a brother can't deal with that. You might gotta jack you up a little bit like you like. You understand?
Then you be in the recidivism like.
When he deal with you, you deal with him because you loyal to this brother, man. You loyal with him through all the trials, through all the problems. You understand? You stay with him. Put some more water in the cup. This sister right here.
Cha-Cha, you getting all the love.
This sister right here, you understand? This sister right here, now she going back and forth, you understand? Now this brother that's a drunk, he said, man, I fixed my drinking problem, man. I love you, I want to be with you. Come pour some of that coke in there. You understand? But now, step back, brother. But now, you understand, she entangled with him. And that's how a woman mind is, man. Now she entangled with him. You understand? And she don't know what to do, don't know how to tell him she like it. She wanted both. He good with the kids. This cat take her out, give her money. She want both. Pour some of that Sprite in there.
Bubbly.
You understand? Now stop. Now stop.
Don't be wasting my Sprite and bubbly now.
Now step back. Now I said, this now, wait a minute. For this social experiment, right? This is what goes on in the Black and Hispanic and Native American communities every single day. Because we've learned from a society to be disloyal to each other. You understand? One thing that we must not ever do is take our differences to the system, to the courts. Right. Because what's going to happen is the court is bred to make you hate each other. Child support, putting child support on the man is not for him to support that child. You are trying to punish him. You cannot take our differences as brothers and sisters, as a family, if we love each other, you understand, to the people that hate us, to solve our differences. That's what Christ told us, man. You don't take our differences to them. They hate us. So now they give us laws and child support and different things like that. So now this woman can oppress these brothers. That cup right there, that's 1, 2, 3 babies. Different fathers, same cup. But let me ask you this. As a woman, which one you want to drink? Which one you, that look, she already on. And it's going to taste like water every single time. And she's loyal to this brother. Hold on a second. Because she's loyal to this brother. Because of Christianity and the culture of America, it has made us selfish. It has made us absolutely selfish. And who are we more so being selfish towards? The children. The children. Now our daughters grow up, have multiple husbands, which they shouldn't. A woman is not built to be like that. She is not made to do what we can do. Each one of these brothers here can take them, and every woman in here can have a glass. You have a little Sprite. You can have a little Sprite. You can have a little Sprite. But if you're Sprite, you're going to stay Sprite. Coca-Cola, you're going to stay Coca-Cola. If you're water, you stay water. Don't mix. Because our sisters are so destroyed because we have led them astray, man, as leaders, as husbands. Once again, going back to what we said initially in this discussion, we must fix the brothers and fix the minds of the men. Of course, he shouldn't be beating on a woman and stuff like that. But he has been in jail in solitary confinement. Maybe he has some psychological issues. It don't mean he needs to be put back into solitary confinement. It don't mean he needs to be put back on child support. You understand? But we cannot go to the oppressor to fix each other, man. It's not going to work.
So should we have a separate nation on the horizon right now, where things right now look like...
You ain't want to drink that, did you?
No, I'm asking.
Hold on a second, I'm sorry.
Because I want to know. Real talk.
I'm going to ask you a question. You said that down. Right, because you don't know
what the hell is that. No, it's not money.
What is it?
What's diabetes?
You understand? You know what it is? Do you know what it is? You know what it is? Messy. It's sisters committing suicide because they can't raise their kids by themselves. It's because America has put them in a false sense of mentality to think that they don't need a man. You understand? So now they got multiple men using men, like these whores we see on the media, like the brother said. And it's discouraging and suffering to see our women naked for our oppressor's delight. When our sisters birth prophets, man. Jesus Christ's mother was a black woman. All the men of the Bible mothers was black and Hispanic mothers. And we got our sisters walking around here ass naked like it.
Question, is that not what the Democrats, quote unquote, want to see from us?
I don't know what the Democrats
No, because it's like it's
I don't know what the Democrats want, but I will tell you this.
The way America works is two parties, though.
I will tell you this. I don't know what the Democrats want. I don't know what the Republicans want, but I know what brothers like. We have to stop liking whores. That way our sisters are covering themselves. You understand? The only reason a woman is dressing provocative, showing her nature off, is because you like it. Her natural desire is for you. So we must change and say, we don't want no women showing her behind. Cover yourself up. Cover yourself up, and then what's going to happen? Our daughters will cover themselves up. Our sons will teach our daughters to say, we don't want no war. And then now we start to affect change, and I didn't need a Republican to do that.
Exactly.
I didn't need a Democrat to do that. I had to put a check on a slip to do it. I just had to love my people.
Wait, let me build what you just saying, and I'm gonna pass the mic to somebody else. And I say this all the time, right? If we wanna go back, even if we wanna use an example from biblical terms, the man came here first, woman came here second. If we wanna choose to believe that, right? So we follow your lead. We invest, or we become the things that you spend money on. So when you talk about, oh, I don't like women with fake tits and ass and stuff like that, but then we see you men invested in that spend the household money on those things, we become those things. We follow that. I'm not that old, but I remember in the 90s, married people would get divorced because they men were in strip clubs. We followed y'all to the strip clubs in recent years. We there because you guys are there. We dress provocative because that's what we see you invested in. A lot of people used to get divorced and go with the naked assistant or the whore or whatever, so we became those things because we searching for your love and that security. The family dynamic is the first form of business, the first form of nation. And we don't have those things. That's why I started this conversation stating that I want the men to lead the conversation because that's how civilization is supposed to be. We need to start healing each other first so we can get back to that. Why do you think they took the men out of the household? Because it left us vulnerable and receptible to everything that comes along our way. Now we're in survival mode because who's going to protect us? Who's going to provide for us? And not only that, they took away all means of the man being able to provide. So now we can't even depend on him no more. And that stems back from the Willie Lynch. They brutalized our men in front of us. They raped us in front of him. They put him in a position where we no longer, psychologically can depend on him. So we have that view on our man. But there's no business in this world that can truly succeed if the household is not functioning. Look at everybody who's supposed to be world dominating. All of them are married. Every last one of them are married. That's how they're able to leave their homes because they have that support system at home. And the woman have that leadership so she knows what to do and what to expect and how to support her man. Women, and because I'm a woman on this panel, I gotta talk to us right now. We gotta put that pride in that ego and I'm this, that, and learn and know how to surrender. We have to. And I'm not saying to anything because there are men who haven't gone through that healing process. So we're in a time where we have to be more skeptical about who we being surrendering to. But we need to really take that chance, especially if we see a man that has promise. And I'm gonna leave that there.